Crossroads Urban Center is very excited about the congressional race in Utah's new House District 1, and we have sent questions to all six of the candidates running to be the Democratic nominee in that race. And today we are meeting with Liban Mohamed and asking him the same questions. Could you introduce yourself and tell us a bit about why you're running?
Yeah, my name is Liban Mohamed. Born and raised in the beautiful state of Utah to Somali immigrant parents. And I'm running to fight for our affordability crisis, to hold big tech and these large corporations accountable, and ultimately be the representation that Salt Lake County finally gets to have and reflects the values that we hold with this new district map that is not only plus 24 Democrat, but one of the most progressive districts in the entire nation.
Great, thank you. The first question we sent all the candidates is, the minimum wage has been stuck at $7.25 per hour since 2009. Do you support legislation to raise the federal minimum wage?
Absolutely. I want to raise the minimum wage to $25 an hour. And then I also want to peg it to inflation from there moving on. But minimum wage is just that, a minimum wage. To solve our wage crisis that we have, I will also be fighting for proposals such as Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren's proposals for executive to worker pay ratios. So if a CEO is making 3,000x of their lowest or medium employee, that doesn't make much sense. If they want to increase the compensation that they're getting, we're going to come up with a ratio so that way they're also incentivized. If they want to make more money, their employees also must make more money.
Great, thank you again for meeting with us. The second question we sent all the candidates was this one. The big beautiful bill championed by President Trump made many negative changes to Medicaid and the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, also known as SNAP. Would you support legislation to repeal these negative changes to vital healthcare and nutrition programs?
Absolutely. At a time when we're in a true affordability crisis, not only in the nation at large, but specifically in our community, in this district, and this beautiful state of Utah, the last thing we need is further increases in our premiums, deductibles, out-of-pocket costs. And what we need is single-payer healthcare, such as Medicare for all. And what this would do is provide full coverage for everyone. And the kicker, lower overall costs. It's a no-brainer and something that is clearly the right thing to do, and our peer nations do. We spend more money on healthcare than any nation on earth. Yet we're the only wealthy nation that doesn't guarantee coverage. So it's not about the resources that we're spending, but how we're spending those resources. And I believe that this is a proposal that can make a big difference. As it relates to SNAP, we need to dramatically increase the amount of SNAP spending we have both at the federal level and even work with our state government officials to match and increase their funding as well. Again, we're in an affordability crisis. The last thing we need is cuts to expenditures that help us be able to afford our groceries, to be able to afford our hospital stays. We need to be expanding these things, not reducing them.
Wonderful, thank you. Our last question that we sent all the candidates is this one. During the past year, HUD has proposed major controversial changes to programs that help fund homeless services in the United States. Congress has taken action to block some of HUD's proposals. If elected, would you work to protect funding for homeless services from proposals that would make it harder to reduce homelessness?
Absolutely, but protecting and blocking is not enough. We need to increase the amount we are spending and appropriate funds to dramatically increase the amount of affordable and social housing we have at the national stage. We have a housing shortage of 3 to 4 million homes across the nation, and dramatic shortage in our own community. Not only do we need to increase the amount of beds that we have in our shelters and the resources that they're given and address the underlying issues there to help reduce this from occurring in the first place, but we need to make sure that the resources are there that doesn't make it an inevitable reality when we have such a large supply shortage.
Okay, well thank you for coming with us, meeting with us, and answering all our questions.
Thank you for having me. This was amazing. I appreciate it.
Yeah.